Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining us on today's edition of the 7 p.m. English newscast on Info Television. Our top stories. A new academic agreement has been signed between Tv Cameroun and Ningbo Technology University in China via video conference this December 26, 2025. And after Christmas Day, the city of Yaoundé is as normal as any other day, with people going about their normal activities. And all of this shall be discussed in the course of this newscast. Welcome back, and as you heard in one of our lead stories, a new agreement has been signed between Tv Cameroun and Ningbo Technology University in China via video conferencing this December 26, 2025. The strategic agreement will allow students to complete part of their studies in China. Details in this report. Tv Cameroun and Ningbo Technology University formalized a major partnership during a video conference signing ceremony on December 26, 2025 in the presence of Dr. Cheng Megi, Vice Dean of Studies of the International College at the Chinese University. At the heart of this convention is a central joint 3+1 core diploma program allowing students of the African Institute of Computer Sciences to complete their university studies in China. The resident representative of Tv Cameroun, Claude Abanda, believes this partnership will deliver productive outcome for students. The agreement we are signing today goes beyond a formal cooperation, and it is also a structuring and transformative instrument designed to deliver concrete and measurable or sustainable outcome for institutions and above all for our students. The creation of a Chinese language and culture center within Tv Cameroun through this convention is a sustainable win-win partnership as it takes effect from next academic year. The particularity of the program makes it a plus.
This program has a particularity. It is that the students from Tv will, after completing their 3-year studies here, so after their license, their bachelor's degree, will go to that university to spend 1 year preparatory year and language with language courses to enter the master's degree in China.
Several concrete opportunities have been unveiled, sparking enthusiasm among students who see it as an opening to advanced technological environments.
As the representative earlier said, the previous years we had only partnerships for level 1s and level 2, and it was restricted. Right now it's a greater opportunity and permits also the students of level 3 to be able to have the knowledge and international diploma.
Gratitude from students speaks volumes.
We have to thank our father, the resident representative of AICS Cameroun, signing this partnership with the Ningbo Tech University in China. Once more, give many opportunities to each and every one student here present on campus to effectively benefit. Because you know, the more you have partnerships, the better credibility is installed. So we really thank him.
This convention is a gateway for more excellence for Tv Cameroun. The Policemen's Wives Association, known as POA, on Thursday, December 25, 2025, honored orphans at the National Advanced Police School in Yaoundé. Organized by Philomène Bagangele, this 11th edition was chaired by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Social Affairs. Jude Kenji tells us more.
Beyond the gifts, this Christmas celebration is a vehicle of hope, comfort and confidence, reminding all that solidarity remains an essential value within the security forces and Cameroonian society. Through this act, the Policemen's Wives Association reaffirms its civic commitment to orphans, making solidarity a lasting pillar of its social action. The ceremony was chaired by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Social Affairs, personal representative of the Minister of Social Affairs, who reassured attendees of the continued support from the state and social partners.
We celebrated the 11th edition of this Christmas tree. It is made for children, orphans of policemen, fonctionnaires de police, and it's just to give them a little smile. And this edition is special because it falls the Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. The gifts are categorized by age, so it's a very good surprise. Each of them will discover its surprise at home.
Beneath garlands and Christmas carols, the Policemen's Wives Association, known as POA, an association for the wives of the national security officials and related personnel, celebrated solidarity and sharing this Thursday, December 25th, 2025. Now in its 11th edition, the ceremony was held at the National Avance Police School in Yaoundé. The children's smiles illuminated the event, which has become a highly anticipated gathering over the years. I'm proud because I was given a gift. I'm going to keep working hard at school so they keep giving me gifts. Thank you, POA. Thank you for everything you do for orphans.
Merci à la POA. Je suis content d'avoir reçu les cadeaux à la POA.
Philomène Barangangele, the wife of the Delegate General for National Security, led this edition dedicated to orphans. Donations composed of toys and food supplies were presented to the beneficiaries, reflecting POA's constant commitment to vulnerable groups.
And after Christmas Day, the city of Yaoundé is as normal as any other day, with people going about their normal activities. The atmosphere in the city of Yaoundé this December 26, 2025 was captured in the following reports.
December 26, 2025, a day after Christmas, the ambience in the city of Yaoundé seems indifferent. Citizens are going about their normal activities. As you know, during festive seasons, we cannot avoid traffic. It is natural, but we are trying to look at how things are going this day, because even yesterday, cars were moving normally, and we were okay with that. Private vehicles and taxis are visible on roads as other citizens hold that people leave their homes after Christmas Day to fend because living conditions are getting more difficult. It is not affluent because stores are usually closed on this day. I think life has become literally difficult. That is why people have gone out to work. But before, people stayed at home on the 26th due to the fact that they had feasted well and decided to rest in their houses. As you can see, almost all shops are open here. This day, which follows the Feast of Nativity, is often seen as calm and quiet, though this year citizens think otherwise.
And the Presbyterian Church in Cameroun, Manoglan Sam Parish, celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ on December 25, 2025. This was during a solemn service marked by solemn preaching by Reverend Pastor Emile Benjamin Mandeng, with songs and praise baptism symbolizing the birth of Jesus Christ. Jessica Nziwum tells us more.
Under the sign of the star heralding salvation, the Cameroonian Presbyterian Church of the Manoglan Sam Parish celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ in an atmosphere marked by spiritual fervor and deep contemplation. Faithful worshippers, church leaders, and invited guests gathered to commemorate the central event of the Christian faith, recalling the hope and light brought to the world through the birth of Christ. During the service, the gospel reading of the day highlighted the Star of Bethlehem, symbolizing divine guidance and revelation. These guides and revelations are like a star that announces the dawn of new life, a star bringing fresh joy. The one who holds a star reminds us that stars only appear at night. Have you ever seen a star during the day? That is because the day has its own reality, the reality of the sun. Drawing from this passage, Reverend Emile Benjamin Mandeng delivered a powerful message calling on the faithful to walk in the light of Christ. We must shine as lights like stars. This light brings good news to everyone, to all Cameroonians. We are called to be the light that announces salvation, and that light is Jesus Christ. Today, we celebrate the birth of Jesus. The celebration was further enriched by an inspired musical performance offered in the light of Christ. A solemn moment of the liturgy was marked by the celebration of baptism, honoring the covenants with Christ. As the service drew to a close, the Manoglang Sam Parish reaffirmed the profound meaning of Christmas, a light that was born, that guides and unites people, inviting each person to become in turn a star of hope for others.
And still in the same light, a Christmas message of humanity was preached at a church in Minkan. Mimi Tiobo captured the moment.
Songs and praises accompany the celebration of the Nativity in the parish of the Anglican Catholic Church of Minkan at Bonedu's neighborhoods in Mefo and Famba. On December 25, 2025, the faithful are attentive to the message of the main celebrant, Reverend Father Nicodème Gele of the Diocese of the Anglican Catholic Communion. From the Gospel of Isaiah 52, chapter 7 to 10, Hebrews chapter 1 to 6, and John chapter 1 to 18, which offers a unique perspective on the lives and teaching of Christ. It is a time of recall, of awareness, and to stop. Stop have everything. This birth that comes every year is a principle to recall, that is to retain the whole world in all horizon, to make a stop and to change the mentality, the character, in order to be reborn in a new way, to change behavior, to see his conscience again. Conscience is a judgment that destroys our soul and that takes us away from Christ. When the soul is soiled, we are not pleased with Christ. This nativity must be observed as a principle of exchange. Father Nicodemus Ngele preaches on the Gospel of Luke chapter 2 verses 1 to 14, announces the birth of an angel who chose humility in a world dominated by all words.
Lorsque Jésus naît, c'est un renouvellement de...
When Jesus is born, it is a renewal of everything. Jesus is born to bring us something new. Christmas is always new, as we said earlier in the homily. And what is the real message? The real message is that this Son of God, who is born today, comes to give us the meaning of poverty, suffering, and pain. He was born. He is the Almighty. He is laying in a manger. This must invite us to reflect on our overwhelming power over the poor. He becomes poor so that we make time to reflect. The clear message is that the Son who came to give us the meaning of poverty, the meaning of pain, and the meaning of suffering. A well-understood message assimilated by the Christians faithful. Today, we are able to send our Son Jesus Christ to forgive our sins. He is our Lord and He will be our God. This is the least we can do today, to come to church to give Him all the thanks. This nativity feast at the Anglican Catholic Church of Minkan also involved baptism.
Je te baptise au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit.
Nous rendons grâce à Dieu.
For the year 2026 to come, the Church of the Anglican Catholic Communion calls on the initiative of Jesus Christ, his life in humility, and to make our life as that of the Son of God, Jesus Christ.
And away from that, in markets and neighborhoods around the city of Yaoundé, Putulu, which is a local product, is gaining popularity in the city. And it is Jessica Ndium spoke with a doctor and a traditional healer and got the details.
In market corners, Putulu is sold quietly yet quickly, becoming the talk of the town. As the popularity of aphrodisiacs like Putulu grows, attention is also turning to the limits of the effectiveness and the potential impact on the human body.
Also, you can also realize that some of these substances can interfere with the normal drugs that we take for our regular illnesses or concerns, health concerns, and these effects can be harmful. There are some that can cause, because you take them in association, they would cause, like in antibiotics, they will cause them not to work normally. They will destroy them earlier. Some can cause bleeding, and some can cause the loss of sexual desire.
In an insight with a traditional practitioner, he shared his perspective.
You know, fancy or begin take the thing way, no fun and you. For say I say we get people when them get sick. Now we get some problem for sicking where they hurry you. Or they go really bad, some medicine for some pharmacy who want to green, so go get some for woman for bed. We want to go buy some medicine for root where one get power. Man we don't big where a big papa. If you take the medicine where go give you power, where you no get prostatic, where no get chlamydia, where no get pain. If we go take the medicine for get some more power, for ça say the man who don't big. What they see so more people when they go buy anything for root become green. Now the people they get plenty problem.
Back on the streets, opinions are mixed. Some see it as a harmless aid, while others call for more awareness and education.
It's not good for young boys them, because that drugs is weaken body. It's not good for human. Eat fine and treat yourself very well. Yeah, you're okay for doing anything you want to do.
I take Putulu because it works well for me. Whenever I have the money, I buy it. It gives me confidence. When you feel like you're not performing well, it helps you feel like there's no problem at all. Once you have taken it, you feel ready. Yes, sometimes I don't take anything. I just go naturally with my wife. But other times, I take a product to boost my performance. She also takes some good products from time to time so that things go well between us. The use of Putulu reflects a bigger issue: how traditional beliefs, modern stress, and social pressure collide in matters of health and relationships.
And on our cultural agenda, get ready for a non-stop music and dance atmosphere this weekend. What is on the cultural menu? Mimi Tiobo throws more lights.
This weekend's cultural agenda immerses us in the world of music. December 27, 2025, Gazor, a French artist, will be performing live at the Yaoundé Multipurpose Sport Complex at 4 p.m. alongside Malox Loviber, Coco Ashanti, and other artists. Internationally, Let's Prove It Night Act 2 will feature Chakala VIP in a showcase on the German side. On December 26, 2025, Coco Ajante will be performing at the 6th edition of the Douala Festival at Vita Cours at 8 p.m. Locor will have a private concert at the canteen in Yaoundé. December 28, 2025, get ready to dance at Afro Lantern at the Obutu Cultural Center at 6 p.m. with live music. December 29, 2025, the evening that thrills Cameroonians youth is back at Bliss from 10 p.m. to celebrate the golden youth ready to shine. Have a great weekend, everyone.
And on to this other story, a gang of 10 suspected criminals accused of breaking into cold stores and shops as well as other criminal activities around some neighborhoods in the city of Yaoundé have been presented to the press. The process took place at the headquarters of the 1st National Gendarmerie this Friday, December 26, 2025. Jude Kenji throws more light.
This is a gang of 10 suspected criminals led by 2 individuals specialized in breaking into cold stores and bars in the Vongbi neighborhood, as well as carrying out other criminal acts like assault and pickpocketing. They were presented to the press this Friday, the 26th of December 2025, by elements of the 1st National Gendarmerie region. As an eyewitness recounts the story. Living in the house with my granddaughter, last week we heard a strange noise at the door. I took the courage to go out and see for myself. Coming out, I saw escargot with a huge bunch of plantain. Upon getting up in the morning, I heard that my neighbor's cold store had been broken into and things were stolen. During a crime reenactment, the head of the first group, Juvens Piowa Mbane alias Escargot, 7 years old, and Junior Kulu alias Vitesse, both demonstrated how the act was carried out. The second scene is at the famous Mvan neighborhood, where Fabrice Belinga Etoga alias Barriere, 31 years old, demonstrates how he manages to make away with people's valuables.
We have a gang of 5 individuals specialized in breaking and entering cold rooms in the Vombi neighborhood. And within the interval of 2 months, we have discovered that at least 100 of cartons of fish have been stolen from the cold rooms. And in the other hand, we have 5 individuals that operate with daggers at the late hours of the day in Sam and Mvan.
The National Gendarmerie calls on the population to collaborate when you notice such an act in your neighborhood. Do not hesitate to file a complaint at the nearest Gendarmerie brigade or call the toll-free numbers.
We use the opportunity to call on the population that in case of any of this harassment, they should go to the nearby post gendarmerie or brigade, or call a free number of the gendarmerie, which is 113 and 115.
They will, in the days ahead, be handed over to the competent courts for justice to prevail.
And we have come to the end of tonight's edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching. Stay in the company of our programs and enjoy the rest of your evening.